Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. In this video, I just wanted to recap the top teams you can run for the Lone Gaze boss. The first team is this going to be the most free-to-play team. No twins. If you don't have the twins belt or if your twins are low ascension, you can try this team. And Real Fresco in front of Mikola, Illusion in front of Shakir, Smokey up front, and Sonya behind. Now, if you do have the twins, then you can run one of the following three teams depending on which heroes you have. If you don't have Shemira, and also you don't have Harak, this is going to be the best team that you're going to be able to run. Blue Twin on the right and Pink Twin on the left. Real Fresco in front of the Illusion. Illusion is on the Stellar Bond. Now, this team is kind of budget because even if you have a Mythic plus Pheromore, it is going to work. It doesn't rely on any Celestial Hypogenes other than Fresco and the Twins. You can try it even if your Twins are at a lower level of Ascension and see whether it will work for you. Arcane Charms onto Pheromore or Mystic Charms onto Pheromore, both are good options depending on what you have. I think a lot of people have generally Arcane Charms, so you can just stick with that. It should be fine. And as for the other heroes, Twins are going to be on the Sorcery Charms, and Ludovic, Fresco, and Smokey are all going to be on the recommended charms. So I'm going to do a skip run just to take a look at the damage. Okay, 117 billion damage, but there's going to be RNG with it, so I want to do a couple of runs just to show you what is the potential score of this team. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. So 122 billion damage, and this is no Harak, no Shemira, and basically no Celestial Hypogene other than Fresco and the Twins, and this is with the Arcane Charms on the Pheromore. So this is what you can get from a team like this if you do enough runs and if you have this lineup. And that is really good. Like, we're top 3 of our very competitive server. But the top guy hasn't attacked today, so technically top 4. Okay, now we're going to move on to the Harak team. Now, the two teams remaining, one is a Harak team, one is a Shemira team. This Harak team, even for people who have Shemira, it might be maybe the Shemira isn't that highly upgraded right now, or maybe they're having better RNG with this team, but this is another great team to run, and I definitely want to mention it, that it might still be the best team for you. So Real Fresco in front of Ludovic, Pink Twin on the left, and Blue Twin on the right, Illusion Fresco right up front, and as for the charms, Arcane, Pheromore, Sorcery on Twins and Fresco, Balance Charms onto Harak, and Insight onto Ludovic. However, for the Harak charms, honestly, sometimes he's doing better with the Butcher charms, so it kind of, you can try Butcher, you can try Balance, both are basically acceptable options. Yeah, it's difficult to say for this specific comp. Now, I'm gonna show you, there is another Harak team using Rainier. However, that is a very extremely high RNG team, and honestly speaking, it generally doesn't manage to hit the scores of even like the top Shemira team or even this team you're seeing right now, because this team you're seeing right now can hit 128 billion damage with good RNG, like perfect RNG, but that is very difficult to hit, but it is possible. So we're running with the Balance Charms. Yeah, it's you can't make a definitive statement which charm set is the best for this comp, but 124 billion damage on our first run, that's not bad, honestly, because 128 billion is like the all-time record anyone has set with this, and with RNG, this has a potential of going higher. So definitely Balance Charms are working for the Harak here, but if you want to try Balance and Butcher, you can do 10 runs of each if you have both available, and see which one ends up doing better for you. Like, that is always an option, but the other heroes, the charms are going to be locked in. Arcane on Pheromore, and the other heroes are the standard charms. Okay, so 124 billion damage, not bad, but not the top. Okay, so now we have the Shemira team. This is probably going to be the best team for most players out there. It doesn't rely on Harak, which is one good thing. If you have a plus 10 exclusive equipment, Supreme plus Shemira, this is probably going to be the top scoring team for you. However, the Harak team might be better, depending on the upgrades. So Real Fresco in front of Shemira, Illusion in the right corner, Pink Twin on the right, Blue Twin on the left. And as for the charms, Butcher charms on the Shemira, Sorcery charms on the Twins. The other heroes are going to be running the standard options. Again, this is also going to be an RNG team. It's not like, and it can range in like 8 billion, 9 billion different damage scores. Like, that can be how much your damage can actually fluctuate by. So that's why you're going to have to give it a lot of runs, whichever team you decide. Now, there's only one other team other than this, and like I was mentioning, it is using Rainier in a Harak team. However, for that team, first of all, it's extremely high RNG. You're usually you can use all 20 runs and not even get a score as good as the Shemira team can get. And even when you do hit that good RNG, it usually isn't that much upside, maybe 1 billion damage higher than the Shemira team, and that's why I don't really recommend going for that team, but I will show it to you guys just for like completeness sake. But I'm not gonna sit here doing runs of it, because honestly you could do all 20 and not even get a single decent score. Like, that happens a lot. Shemira team is really good. This is my favorite team and my most recommended team. This is the team I set with the record for this account on the previous week, and I'm looking to even break that record today. We're going to do all of our remaining runs on it, and I think my previous record is 126 point some billion, almost 127 billion damage, and here we get 120 billion damage on the first run, and definitely we can do better than that. But before we go all in on the Shemira runs, I want to show you from the previous week. This is going to be the team comp. If you want to take your chances, go for that extreme RNG. This team has a potential of getting 130 billion damage on a maxed account, but you need insane RNG for that to happen. Like in the previous week, I did plenty of runs. We got 124 billion as a maximum score, which is not even that good. But for this team, you're going to need Supreme plus Rainier. It's not working for lower upgrades Rainiers. That's why for most people, it isn't even possible for you to run this. And it will use the Balance Charms onto Rainier, the Butcher Charms onto Harak, Twin Sorcery, and then Insight on the Ludovic. Pink Turn on the left, Blue Turn on the right, Real Fresco in front of Ludovic, Illusion in the left corner, Rainier in front of the Harak. But like I said, this is extremely high RNG. It needs a very unique charm setup of Balanced onto Rainier and Butcher onto Harak. And then you just need to do all 20 runs and hope that the luck is in your favor that day. And then maybe you can hit 127, 128. Some people have it 130 billion, but like even today, I don't think anyone's hit 130 billion. So that's how terrible the RNG of that team is. And that's why I don't really recommend it. And of course, if you don't even have a Supreme plus Rainier, then it's not really even an option for you. Okay, guys, so we got 126 billion. This is going to put us in the top 1 position, but it isn't a new record, as you can tell. We probably got really close to our previous week record, 126.3 billion. It's enough for rank 1, and it still proves that the Shemira comp is a great option, but it also shows there's a lot of RNG. Only 2 decent scores, 124 and then 126 billion from the Shemira comp. All of the other ones were around 120 billion, and this is kind of what you're going to expect. Now, the Harak team, interestingly, on the first run, I don't know if we got really lucky, but we hit 124 on the first run. And the Harak team also has a potential of getting up to 127, close to 128 billion damage, just like the Shemira team does as well. But of course, Shemira team is overall more free-to-play friendly. It doesn't rely on Harak, but it does seem to have pretty bad RNG. Like I mean, you need to get lucky for you to get the good score. But usually, if you do 20 runs of it, at least 2 of the runs, probably 1 in 10, should be giving you a top score. Anyway, guys, hopefully this is helpful. Good luck in the boss today. If you're not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, please smash that subscribe button. Also, feel free to join my AFK Journey Discord server. There's a link to that in the description of this video. But I'll hopefully see you in the next video. And until then, everyone, peace out for now.